Okay, welcome to YHC TV today, and we're doing another Hometown Heroes program, and I hope you've enjoyed them, and I know we've enjoyed doing them. And today we're honored to have with us Mr. Wafe Reed and his wife Virginia in their home here today. And Wafe, we're glad to have you today.
Thank you.
And how old are you now?
I'm going on 91.
Going on 91. And
I live to September 24th, I'll be 91.
I see. And how many years will you be married come spring?
Huh?
How many years will you be married?
I never heard you.
Won't you be having your 65th wedding anniversary?
Yeah, that's my wife.
Yeah. And I think you had 3 children, is that correct?
That's right.
Two.
My baby boy died.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, had 2 boys and a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My girl was middle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dale was my oldest, and then Terry and Wayne.
I see. I see. But they live down here, kind of by the Southeast Co-op, down here at Dexter. And Wafe, we know you was in the war, but we want to talk about your childhood. Where'd you grow up at?
Gatewood, Missouri.
Gatewood. That's
Down
old.
on Tucker.
Yeah.
Had a little country store up there.
Huh.
Yeah.
And that's by Donovan.
Yeah, other side of Donovan over.
And that's hill country, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of rocks, wasn't it?
Yeah. Plenty of rocks.
Any rattlesnakes?
No, I didn't. I had ground rattlesnakes.
Huh.
My grandpa got bit with one.
Oh, he did.
Uh-huh.
Didn't kill him?
No.
Huh.
He went and put coal and stuff on his head, and I did.
Huh. Now, was you born out in the country over there in Gatewood?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mother, I come from over at Merlin.
Huh. And when you got up to be a pretty good sized kid, I guess you had to go to work too, didn't you?
Yeah. When I was 14-year-old, I was hauled hay from up to dark for 50 cents a day.
50 cents a day.
50
My
cents
Lord.
a day.
Those bales weighed 100 pounds apiece, didn't they?
We didn't have a bale. We was hauling it loose.
Hauled it loose, I see. Huh.
Yeah.
Had to pitch it up on the wagon with a fork.
Right.
Huh.
And we stacked it out of our field. Had stacked hay. And then we go down, had a wagon team.
Yeah.
And they load that on there. We go to the barn. I always had to get in the barn up there.
That's the hottest place, isn't it?
Right.
they put the toughest man in the top.
Yeah.
What about gathering and shucking corn?
Well, my dad had a farm down on 11 Point,
Yeah.
and we couldn't plant corn down there till up in June.
Yeah.
On account they afraid the 11 Point had got on it.
Yes, sir.
And I always had to plant pumpkins,
Pumpkins.
and I had to go and labor at the row.
Huh.
And I decided I wanted to get shut of my pumpkins all the time. And I threw some in a
Stump.
trunk
Yes, sir.
and covered them up. I didn't think nobody would ever see them. And they come up, my dad found them.
Uh-oh.
And I got a little talking to them.
Got a little talking, reprimanded.
Yeah.
Now, what was the pumpkins planted for?
We haul them up there and put them in the barn when we picked the one.
Yes, sir.
And they put them in the barn there, corn to cover them up.
Yeah.
And we fed them pumpkins to cattle, and people come by and get pumpkins in the wintertime.
I'll be. Huh.
We give them to them.
Well, I'll be. So, I think you told me you grew about as many pumpkins as you did corn.
Yeah, yeah.
Was they pretty heavy?
No, they're all sizes.
All sizes, yeah. Yeah. Huh. And when you was a young man, you got pretty sick, didn't you?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
what happened to you?
Well, I went to Donovan doctor. They took me out Donovan, that doctor, and he said I ate too many. Uh, I pick up hickory nuts
Yeah.
and I crack them,
Huh.
and they said I ate too many of them. But I went back home and I got bad and had an old herb doctor
Yeah.
over
But didn't you have pneumonia?
there. Yeah,
Yeah.
and this old herb doctor, he had one arm. He come in that country over there, and he went for herb,
Yeah.
and he come over there and he stayed with us till it got me better.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, I don't guess we have any herb doctors anymore, do we? It's all pills now.
Yeah, but
But that's neat that he knew what herbs to use.
he went out there, he get mom's line,
Yeah.
work tough.
Huh.
Yeah, he knows what he wanted.
Huh.
I got where I had the, I can't think of it now. A poison ivy,
Yeah.
and an old guy come over and he had a butcher down about here, and he was never married.
Yeah.
And I sat in the house, and Mom opened me up.
Yeah.
And I don't, man said, I'll go down and get some herbs and play up here to you. But
Yeah.
Mom,
Huh.
she put that on me, and I never did have it no more.
Isn't that something?
He said, you'll never have it, and I never did have it no more. I go out there and just catch it.
We need that doctor back over here now, don't we?
Yeah. But we,
Now, didn't you had to take some old bad tasting medicine too, didn't you?
yeah,
And they paid you to take it, didn't
yeah.
they? Why would they do that?
Well, 'cause I got where I wouldn't do it. And my uncle and them would come over to see me.
Yeah.
They'd give me a quarter or something.
Give you a quarter to take medicine.
I got to where I'd take it. And when I got where I was able, Dad took me down to Pocahontas, Arkansas,
Yeah.
and bought me a .22 rifle.
So
That's what I bought.
so you
$4.
saved your money from taking medicine to buy a
Yeah.
.22 rifle. Well, I'll be.
And say the old doctor had me to walk out there, and we
Yeah.
lived woods all around us.
Yeah.
And here, I went out there, and I'd go out there. I had an old curly dog. He followed me wherever I went,
Yeah.
and he'd feed them squirrels, and I'd kill a squirrel or two every day.
Yeah.
They had me walking.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, but these doctors, they're, I don't know, think about them. Yeah.
Now, somebody in your family had dropsy also.
Huh?
Who had dropsy?
This old herb doctor had that one arm.
Yeah.
He was sure shot.
Yeah.
And his wife down there at Pocahontas, he had a hardware store.
Mm-hmm.
And he gave her up to die. She was sucking all over the country there. And they told him to go up there and get that old herb doctor. And he took her down there and he cured her.
I'll be. Now, you was telling me back when you was over at your granddaddy's house, you and some other boys went out to the barn. What did you find out in the barn?
Well, that's where I found that home brew.
Home brew.
Well,
Tell me that story.
my uncle was a school teacher over there.
I see.
And he taught that school where I went to school.
Your uncle taught school, I see.
Yeah. And he hadn't never married. And Wilbur went out there to the barn. messing around. We went in the stable. We heard something. We were walking on it. We reached down there and opened it up, and there's home brew. Me and Wilman decided we'd take a little shot of it. And when we got to school, we were feeling pretty good. And my uncle said, I know where you got. You got my home brew out there in the barn. Yeah.
Teacher didn't get on to you though, did he?
No. Back then they didn't do what they do. These kids today don't know what hard times is.
No, that's probably true. That's probably true. Well, was that 22 rifle you got? Was it a single shot or single shot?
Yeah.
How much did a rifle cost back then?
$4 and something.
$4 and something. My Lord.
Well, I been out there for $4 and a half a month.
Is that right?
Right down the hardware store at Pocahontas, Arkansas.
Now, where'd you go to school at?
Well, I went to Baker School, and they consolidated it, and I went up there a little bit, and there's a guy named Wafe Reed, and he taught me in the 8th grade.
Yeah.
And he graduated me out of the 8th grade there at Liberty. I had to go over at Couch. Take my test.
Yeah.
And I went to school over at Couch for 3 years in high school. And when Dad sold off that farm down here at Bernie.
Yes, sir.
In 40. I think it's 40, 39 or 40. And he moved over here in 41, and I had to come move over here.
To Bernie.
And I wanted to go back to my senior year, and Dad and them wouldn't let me. I was going to go back and stay up there with my grandpa.
I see, yeah.
And they wouldn't let me.
They wouldn't let you.
I graduated in Bernie.
Yeah.
And that's when I had to sign up for Mr. Roosevelt.
Yes, sir.
Got greetings from him.
Now, I have something here about a still where the revenuers came in.
Tore it up. Yeah, they'd come out there.
Where was this at?
Well, they'd make a white mule down there on these things.
Yeah.
They'd take a shotgun down there, and them guys come out there and try to find out where these guys had the whiskey.
Yes, sir.
And nobody didn't know nothing. But they made white mule, you find a whiskey over there for 50 cents.
Yeah.
Back then. That's how they made money.
Yeah.
People.
That's how they made a living, some of them, wasn't it?
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I guess you kind of got growing up then after you got out of high school. You saw you was going to get drafted, didn't you?
I didn't know it. I got out in 43 in April, and my birthday was September 24th that year.
Yes, sir.
And I got my rating from, I had to go up at Bloomfield and sign up.
Yes, sir.
And January 44, that's when they drafted me in the Army.
I see.
I went to St. Louis to Lambert Field.
I thought we was Navy. Was you in the Navy?
I'm not in the Navy, but I went to St. Louis to take my
physical. Yeah.
And, I had 3 choices. I could go to the Marines, the Army.
Yeah.
I didn't want to walk.
Yeah.
I said, I'll just take the Navy.
Just take the Navy.
And I come home and stayed about, in early January, was very, I went, they took me, Army did, when I went up there.
Yeah.
And they put me up there. I took my examination, come home, and I stayed about 3 weeks, and they called me.
Did they?
And I went up there, got on the troop train, Gordy Aslan and
Gordy
Glenn
Aslan.
Pippins, you know,
Yeah.
they went with us.
Glenn Pippin. Huh.
And they sent us to Faggot, Idaho. And I stayed there 8 weeks, and they let me come home. I stayed about 4 days, I think, and I had to go back to Faggot. When I went back,
Now, how'd you get back? Train?
yeah,
Train?
and when I got back to Faggot, Idaho, they sent us, had my order there to go to Memphis and Washington. And we had to walk down the street when we got to Seattle.
Yeah.
We had to walk down the street there and marched us down the street, and we caught a ferry and went over to Frampton, and that's where I caught my ship.
I see.
And I stayed on that till the war ended.
Did you really? Huh.
Yeah.
Now, they called it a floating coffin, didn't they?
Yeah. Well,
Tell us why.
they had the aviation gas,
Yeah.
diesel fuel, and black powder, and they called it a floating coffin.
Why would they mix gunpowder with black powder with fuel? That don't make sense. That don't make sense having the gunpowder with the fuel.
Well, we had the powder. They'd make powder. That's what we shot our guns with.
Yeah.
And,
Now, you told me one time, I think, it got real foggy, and there was some planes that was going to get you, and it got foggy.
Yeah. Me and the Japanese wasn't getting along very good.
Yeah.
And, I thought we had a destroyer going around us,
Yes, sir.
and the old captain, he said we got to get in that fog, we can get in it.
Yeah.
And we got in it, and we could hear them come over the top of us,
Yes, sir.
but
They couldn't ever see you.
they couldn't see us.
Huh.
I could hear them up there.
Did the destroyer shoot at them, or do you know?
No, we didn't shoot.
We didn't. That'd give away identity away, I guess.
No.
Location.
Oh, we were wondering what we were going to do.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, they left us all home.
Yeah. Now, when you was on this, what do you call it? I guess it was a transport ship. Did you have any guns on there?
Yeah.
You had some guns?
I put a stout back in, and they put me the first shellman.
First shellman.
And a projector weighed 100 pounds.
Huh.
And I put the projector there, and I had another guy put the powder in.
Yes, sir.
And we had to back up 3 foot, because when we fired it, our gun recoiled 3 foot back.
Dadgum. Yeah. How far would it shoot?
About a mile.
About a mile. Now, I know you had a little entertainment on there, and I understood from Mr. Aslan there was a little bit of gambling went on that.
Yeah, every night.
Every night.
Every night.
But I understand you didn't gamble much.
I didn't gamble.
But you had to loan some of them a little money.
I loaned them. I'd pay them the line, so we didn't draw but $25 a month when I went in.
25?
$25 a month.
Yeah.
And I see the sales of the line there. When they got the money, I had marked down to see if they paid me or not.
I see.
Yeah.
You got paid every time, though, didn't you?
Yeah. The boys are good.
Well, you said not everybody when they'd get to port. You had one guy that wouldn't drink, would he?
Oh, everybody drank.
I thought you said you had one one preacher when he got to doctor.
He was a preacher.
Yeah.
He's the only one that didn't preach.
Yeah.
He's the only one that wouldn't drink.
Did you give him a hard time?
No, we didn't bother him.
Didn't bother him?
He was a good guy.
He was a good guy.
Yeah.
Well, we still need them good guys, don't we?
Yeah.
Now, what did you do at Kodiak Island?
That's where they come out there to see and pick me up, took me into Kodiak because they'd operate on the side, appendicitis.
Yeah.
And it got too rough and they sent a tugboat out there and got me, and I tell you them, they took me into Kodiak and got operated on me in Kodiak, Alaska.
I see.
I went back and caught my ship in Dutch Harbor.
Yeah.
After I got able to go back.
Now, what was, I have a note here about ruckus juice. What was ruckus juice?
That's what they drank that stuff, and I wouldn't drink it on there. They mix it. I don't remember what kind of stuff it was, but they got down to the apartment one night, back there before I slept, but they made some of that, and made us drink a little of it.
I see.
They tried to get me to drink a little of it, and I said, I'll drink a little. I touched that, it went through me and went down. And I said, and some of them turned blind. They had to go to sick bay.
Good Lord.
They was alcoholic, what they was.
Yeah. Have you got any other thing you want to say about being on the ship? Any other stories we might have missed?
Yeah, we just
How many months were you on that ship? Or years?
I put in that about 20. I was after about, well, till the war ended.
Yeah.
About 28 months.
28 months, huh?
Yeah. And I come home, and
Now, when you say home, I mean Bernie or here?
Bernie.
Bernie, okay.
But I come home, I thought I was getting out,
Yeah.
and I was going to go back to Limberfield and get my discharge, and I got up there, and my name was on the wall. I had to go back to the West Coast.
Huh.
And I went back out there. I looked on the wall, and it had my name on the scent board.
On a transport?
And they'd froze my rate. I was third-class petty officer,
Yes, sir.
and I had to own that. They froze my rate. And that transport was going over, coming back,
Yes, sir.
picking up them
Soldiers?
army people,
Yeah.
bringing them back to States.
Yes, sir.
And I went one trip over there, and I come back, and I told the captain, I said, my time's up. I'm going to go home.
Yes, sir.
He said, why don't you sign over for 4 years? I said, I'm going to southeast Missouri. I ain't going to stay here. And I got up on the quarterdeck that day. He said, I'll let you go. I'll discharge you.
Huh.
And I come back to Limberfield and got my, well, it took us 3 days to come. I come back down there. Fraser Almond, we caught a troop plane come back to St. Louis.
Yes, sir.
And took us 3 days and nights to come home back in. And I got my discharge up there. And this ship takes back in when after you come out, you had 5 years you had to be in the reserve.
That's right, yep.
And I come home, and that Korean War broke out.
Yeah, yeah.
And if it had stayed another 2 or 3 weeks, I'd have went back into the Korean War.
My goodness.
I was throwing a fit.
I bet you was.
Yeah. but the war ended and I didn't have to go.
Yeah. How much of a shock was it from being raised in a place like Gatewood, being thrown into that mess?
Well, you got where you didn't care for nothing in that service.
I'll be. Now, when you got out, did you go to, you went to a packing house somewhere? At Cake?
Man, packing house, my dad was a buyer down there at this packing house, and named LaRue Packing Company.
LaRue Packing, yes, sir.
And imagine your dad remember him.
Yeah, probably.
And when I got out, Dad, 2 days after I got out, they put me to work down there, and I was driving the truck.
I see.
And I drove the truck there. I told Dad we were smart enough for them.
Yeah.
They just wanted me to go down and build our own place.
Yes, sir.
And Dad talked to some of the farmers around there, and that's something they would come down there outside us. And he said, yeah, we'd come down there, let's go in there.
Well, good.
And that's when we built our business down there.
I see.
We stayed in that 45 years.
45 years.
45.
Now, you didn't butcher there, did you?
No. I worked for Armor Packing Companies for 21 years.
I see. And you bought hogs in this area and then hauled them
down there
to Memphis?
Memphis every night.
Huh.
Yeah. They brought men down there to us every day.
Well, yeah. Now you went to. I have something on here about the train ride home. On the train, they fed you spaghetti and meatballs all the time, didn't they?
I never got to start spaghetti and meatballs in my life. And we come into Denver, Colorado. Then what was that people's name? I wouldn't give them nothing for Red Cross.
Red Cross wasn't. They wanted to sell you everything, didn't they?
Yeah, I wouldn't. But
the Salvation Army.
The Salvation Army. We come in there and the troop train stopped there for about so long.
Yeah.
And we went over and the Salvation Army didn't have nothing left when we got through.
Yeah.
And we was fixing to pull out there, and we made up a donation, and the guy run down there and threw it on the table.
Yes, sir.
The Salvation Army didn't want to give us, they didn't want to charge us nothing.
They didn't, huh? Miss Virginia, do you fix him spaghetti and meatballs to this day?
Very seldom.
Very seldom. Oh, now, where did you meet your sweetheart out here?
Didn't have to talk to her about that.
Well, you told me the other day Al Stutz had a ice cream social.
Yeah, and that's where I met her at.
And she's stuck with you ever since, hasn't she?
Yeah.
Good
It was
deal.
a long time.
Oh. Well, I think we'll take us a little break here and then we'll finish up, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Still using a dial-up modem to connect to the internet? You're not getting half the picture. With New Wave high-speed internet, you get blazing speeds, up to 50 times faster. Enjoy full-motion movies, digital music, interactive games. All your downloads are downright fast. No extra phone lines or busy signals. Hook up to the always connected high-speed cable modem. Call New Wave now and start enjoying the internet at blazing speed.
We're back on YHC here with Wafe Reed again, and we had a little break. And Wafe, after you got out of the you got out of school and you got out of the Navy. You had an interest in the meat business, I know.
Yeah.
And did you go to have a correspondence class? And
Yeah, I took it through mail.
took it through the mail.
And I went to Chicago.
Went where?
Chicago.
Chicago.
Get my diploma.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I stayed up there a week.
A week, huh?
Yeah.
That's a different world, too, wasn't it?
Yep, back then. Yeah.
And something about the price of a radio. Was that about?
Huh?
I have the note here about the radio price. Did you buy a radio or something back then?
Yeah. That's what I got to market with every day.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you listen to the radio to get the market on the hogs.
Yeah.
That's
And
right.
packet houses call me every morning about
Would they?
9 o'clock,
Yes, sir.
and they tell me what to give for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Now, I know you had a passion. You had a hunting buddy here in Dexter too, didn't you?
Yeah.
Who was that?
Ernest Kirby and Bob Blankenship.
What about the foxhounds, Mister?
Huh?
Who you went with the foxhounds somewhere?
Oh, I didn't fox hunt myself.
Oh, you didn't? I see.
My dad and Doc Bailey.
Your dad and Earl Bailey, right?
Yeah. I'd take them. Doc Bailey had an auction sale, over at Poplar Bluff.
Yes, sir.
And they'd go to a sale that day, and they'd have me load up the dogs and take them up there in the country.
Yeah.
And I'd hang them out, and when they got out of the auction up there, they'd come on up there.
I see.
And they'd fox hunt.
Huh.
Yeah.
Who hunted with him?
Doc Bailey,
Yeah.
Doc and Dad one.
Oh, your dad? I see. Yeah.
My dad was a fox hunter too.
Was he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He loved his dogs. He had them Walker dogs.
Walker dogs. Now, how many dogs did he have at one time?
Dad had about 5 or 6, and Doc Bailey had about 30.
My Lord. Huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I guess back then they probably run fox. So it probably wasn't no coyotes back then.
But Doc Bailey, he was a good guy.
Yeah. Now, I think you bought hogs for about 45 years, didn't you? Huh.
I was one of the oldest buyers in the state of Missouri.
Oldest buyer in the state of Missouri.
Been under the same name. There's a lot of places older than I was, but they changed names.
I see. Now, is your old business, is it still standing down there?
It's there. I don't know how it has it.
Yeah. Now, you told me we're going to go back to your childhood here now. If there's nothing else you want to say about the service, you're just lucky to get out of there, wasn't you?
Yeah, that's right.
But I understood you was a pretty good ball player when you was a young man.
Well, I played pretty good ball.
Yeah. Now, where did you play at?
Oh, back when I was a young boy,
Yeah.
I played over at Donaldson over there. We had a team out in the country,
Yes, sir.
and I was out in Donaldson. Dad went to Donaldson every day or two.
Yeah.
And I was out there one Saturday, and I went to the ball game up there. Dad, Mom come up there.
Yeah.
And
Now, what position did you play?
I had third base back in.
I thought you caught some, too.
No.
You wasn't your third base?
My buddies called over
I
at
see.
Gatewood. But anyway, I had a pretty good day that day. I didn't have no ball. I didn't go out there to play ball. And they knew me up there.
About how old were you?
I was 16 years old.
16? I see.
Yeah.
Hadn't been out of the county hardly, had you?
Didn't know what. And when I got through that day, I had a pretty good day.
Yes, sir.
And guy come up to me and said, would you like to go to St. Louis and try out? I said, no, I don't know where St. Louis is at.
Uh-huh.
said, I'll take you up there, but you have to have your own shoes and stuff. I said, I got to play out in the country here tomorrow. I can't play. We played on Sunday, see.
Yeah, yeah.
And we,
So you turned down a chance to play big league ball?
I was going to try out up there.
Oh, you was going to try
Try
out?
out
Yeah,
up there.
yeah. But you didn't know where St. Louis was even at?
No, I didn't know what St. Louis was at.
I bet you know now, though, don't you?
Yeah. I used to.
And thank God you don't live there.
No, I don't want to go up there. I don't think nothing about it.
Oh, mate.
But,
Now, after you kind of quit buying the hogs, you had you found out you had cancer, isn't that right?
Yeah.
Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Yeah.
That's a pretty rough deal too, wasn't it?
Yeah, pretty good.
And then it made you have a stroke.
Yeah.
But you
My
look.
boy fell in out of bed. I fell out of bed.
Did you? Fell out of bed, huh?
See, they had me a cot in here.
Yes, sir.
I was taking them treatments. One night about midnight, I guess, I fell out of bed.
Yes, sir.
Jenny had to call Wayne. He come up here and picked me up, put me back on the bed. I didn't know nothing. They didn't know nothing for about 8 days.
Oh my, huh?
And I ain't never got over it.
Yeah, yeah.
Have my good days bad, and the more bad days I know how good days.
Well, good. But you look like you're doing pretty good today. I'd have to say.
Just going, that's about
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Now, where'd you worship at here in Dexter? What church? What church did you go to?
First Baptist.
First
Church.
Baptist here in Dexter.
And they come down here and baptize me. I didn't belong to no church.
Yeah,
After I got out of, when I come to, I was up there in a nursing home.
Were you?
And I had to stay up there about 3 months or so.
Yeah.
Up
Yeah.
there.
Huh.
And I had to learn how to walk again.
Yes,
and,
sir. Yeah.
How to eat.
My.
And when they come down here, about 50 people come down here and see me baptized out there.
That's a pretty good feeling, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Know that many people cared about you.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, who was some of your other friends here in Dexter that you like to visit and run around with? Wasn't John Hewlin?
Yeah, John Hewlin, we used to go to ball games up there, me and him.
Did you?
Here, I had a business down there, a fertilizer business on the side.
Huh.
And I'd get tickets one time, and he'd get one up there through the bank.
I see.
And we'd go up there on Sunday.
Huh.
That's the old ballpark.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
How long did it take to drive to St. Louis back then?
About 3 hours. We leave here at 6 o'clock. We get up there about 11, 4 hours. We sit through the highway back in.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
I remember when between Bloomfield and Asbest, one side of concrete and the other is gravel. You remember that?
No, I don't. No, I don't. Huh. I'll be. Huh.
Yeah.
Any other friends you want to say anything about today?
Well, other men, Gordy Evans, good friend.
Yeah, Gordy Aslan. Yeah.
Yeah. And Glenn Pithens.
Yeah.
You remember Glenn?
Yeah.
You know, he was there down at Buddy. Me and him run around together before we went in service.
Yeah, yeah.
We went in service together.
That's right.
And we stayed together on that ship till the war ended.
Well, that's neat. That's neat. Yep.
Yeah.
That's from all over the country on that ship, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, Glenn killed himself.
No, I wasn't aware of that. Well, listen, it's good visiting with you today and hearing your stories.
Is that good or
Yeah,
bad?
yeah, you done fine. Yeah. And we're going to get your wife to come over here and stand by you a minute. We hadn't got a picture of her. I know you want a picture of her. Come on over here.
Yeah.
You had a good Christmas too, didn't you?
Yeah.
We just finished
I hope
Christmas.
I have another one.
There you go. There you go. And
I want you to come back down here and see me.
Come back. I'll tell you, I'll bring my guitar and harmonica and I'll sing to you.
Hey, that's good.
You may run me off if I do that.
We like music.
Well, listen, we thank you all for letting us come to your home today and visit with you. And if I remember right, 65 years
In June.
in June. 65 years in June. Boy, there's not everybody can say that, I'll tell you.
That's true.
You all have been blessed.
We have, and it's been rough at times, but wonderful at times.
That's right. That's
just
right.
the way life is.
That's right. Well, thank you for letting us come in your home today.
I
Thank you.
enjoyed you.
All
I
right.
miss you too.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed our interview today with Wafe Reed and his wife.